good evening, folks. Dr. Freedom here with you. Time for some Doctor Who news. News from in and around the universe that may or may not cause you to go, ooga, 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 shaka. Yeah, oh, wow. So a lot of weirdness going on out there in the Who community. Everybody's slapping each other, hitting each other on the butt, high-fiving, going, I called it, and all this. Like, okay, here's the thing. Someone goes, well, somebody accurately predicted something, blah, blah, blah. For one, when that episode hasn't even aired yet, I wouldn't be doing that. Also, even if you do, wow, congratulations. What do you want, a medal? Oh, here, here's a little Snapple cap we painted. You can wear it, do the Steve Smith thing or whatever from Brickleberry. Or is it Steve Williams? You're right, Steve Williams. Oh, but... Okay, so let's get to the stuff you want to see, because by now you're like, what the hell is that old man talking about? All right, let's get to the stuff you want to see. Let's get to the stuff you want to know. Let's take a breeze around the Who-niverse, shall we? First off, over on Doctor Who TV, we got 10 teasers for it. Let's start them, shall we? Number 1, it's smaller on the inside. 2, the episode is very musical. Starts with the violin, ends with the piano, and has some bass in the middle. 3, for those interested, it's Sonata for Solo. Oh, sorry. Got it here. Me. It's Sonata for Solo Violin, number 1 in G minor by Bach. All right. So she's going to be more like later Amy, Rory, and Claire, and less like Rose, Martha, and Donna. 5, the Doctor helping Bill move is my favorite visual gag so far in Series 10. 6, for those keeping score, we can check the requisite Time Lord conversation off our to-do list of the new companion first. 7, mark my words, Bill will meet 13. Ooh. 8, we meet Bill's grandfather. 9, Bill shows her new place to her mom. And 10, Harriet Jones. Dun, dun, dun. So, okay, some interesting teasers so far. Moving on. All right, well, here we go. This is a little segment here where Peter and Pearl describe basically a little introductory video type thing. So it's only like, 37 seconds. You can handle that. It's a fun watch. All right, this one's even shorter. This is Steve Moffat trying to give you a little atmosphere. All right, David Suchet on his Doctor role. It's been the highlight of my career. Okay, he does not leave any clues in like they say here in the article about who the landlord is. Is he friend? Is he foe? He goes, I can't divulge anything because one of the great things about Doctor Who is everything is a secret before it actually goes out. Because I'll give you a teaser and say I'm not the usual landlord that you would expect, and put that into the context of Doctor Who, then the imagination should start firing in all directions. So it's a nice little interview with, Suchet, now 71 years old. Like I said, a lot of you folks may recognize him as Poirot. That's what I recognize him from. And it's not a little bad read. I'm going to leave this one here for you. That's over here on Stuff. All right, moving on. Well, Stuff New Zealand, well. Moving on. Doctor Magazine 512 is out. That's right. 512 Doctor Magazine includes an exclusive interview with guest star David Suchet. So this is another one. He plays the enigmatic landlord in this week's episode of Knock Knock. Everybody wants to think he's a Time Lord for some reason. But, we'll find out. You never know. Okay, so here's the list of what's in it. Some little stuff there. Also, the essential Doctor Who robots. So if you're into this thing, 116-page book zine. And this is Panini's series of publications devoted to key aspects of the Doctor universe. Continues with an issue devoted only to robots. All right, moving on. And also Doctor Who Magazine Special Edition, number 46, Toys and Games. Latest edition of this is devoted to many Doctor Who toys and games that have been released since the early 60s. So, okay. Let's see. Okay, Toys and Games is on sale now. Price £5.99. That's a US about $11.99. Essential Doctor Robots is on sale for £9.99. And, of course, Doctor Magazine priced at £5.99. More info, boom, boom, boom. Here it is. Go take a look at it. Moving on, BBC Worldwide and Skype to launch the Doctor Who bot. What? Okay, The Doctor Bot will open the TARDIS doors and invite players to help him save the universe in an exciting interactive digital experience titled The Savior of Time. The brand new bot issues the latest technology to deliver a unique experience between the Doctor and the player. So basically what I've heard about it is you're going to go on a quest for the key to time with him. See, following a launch today, which was on, yesterday, a new chapter will be released every Sunday at 6 p.m., and I think that's British Standard Time. Shortly after episodes of Doctor Who Series 10 air on BBC One, BBC America, Space, Canada, and ABC Australia, and in other key international markets. So it's kind of like a fun little adventure type thing. If you have Skype, you got to make sure you have the latest version of Skype. Be sure to go to your app store and be sure. And what the hell was that? My God, talk about redundant. Be sure to go to your app store and be sure. It's like, all right, moving on. Next one. Okay, so did I already cover that? Yes, I did. You see, I do this every now and then. You see, I compare articles, see which one I want to go with, and I went with that one. So, bye. Sorry, Cameron. 10 things you may not know about thin eyes. So, if you want to give this little thing, little bits here and there, here's a nifty one. Did you realize that Searchwise was the exact same search engine that Rose used all the way back in Rose? When she was looking up stuff on the Doctor that the guy was telling her, if I remember correctly. Yeah, matter of fact, yeah. Rose Tyler uses the search for Dr. Blue Box and Rose. So, interesting things there. Also, a lot of people also noticed that Peter Capaldi, when he gives the directions to the wardrobe, are exactly the same. As I think, who gave? That's also interesting stuff. Hey, at least the wardrobe's in the same place. Maybe the pool's in it. I don't know. Okay, here's a little, what you call it, synopsis for Extremis. In the Hereticum, the Vatican's secret library of blasphemy, there's an ancient book known only as the Veritas. Throughout history, anyone who's ever read it has immediately taken their own life. And now a new translation is online and a danger is spreading. The Vatican appeals to the Doctor. Will he read the Veritas? But can even the Doctor survive the ultimate truth? All right, moving on. And lastly, Steve Moffat reflects on not getting Peter Jackson to direct Doctor Who. And the thing is, I remember all that hype and bullshit and all that, but I also remember that video they shot with Peter Capaldi, Peter Jackson, and his daughter on it. And I got a laugh out of that. I wonder if that's still up somewhere. It's got to be. So, all right, there's a link to it right there. So, the thing is, like I said, this was another one of the things they're trying to hype up the show and all that. Apparently, it was a matter of scheduling, allegedly. Right. They weren't getting no. Peter Jackson was not going to take his free time to go direct an episode of Doctor Who. You realize that he would have to fly from New Zealand, and we've talked to Mark Strickson about that. Check out Mark Strickson interviews and Q&A. And we all blah, blah. Okay, so I don't think, like I said, then again, I had my hopes up too. What am I saying? Okay, here's one that sadly you will not see. Turns out a Knock Knock character is a classic companion's grandson. And it turns out one of the characters, one of the students that was going to be in this week's episode, is supposed to be the grandson of Harry Sullivan. That's right. If you don't know who Harry Sullivan is, look it up. He's the imbecile who created the gas that was going to eliminate the Zygons, allegedly. The imbecile's gas. Catch that reference, and you'll know what the imbecile reference is if you're a true Whovian. Go ask one if you're not sure. Okay, well, I won't go into all that because that goes all the way back to Revenge of the Cybermen. So, all right, moving on. In the latest edition of Doctor Magazine, issue number 512, writer Mike Bartlett has been talking about his forthcoming episode for Series 10, Knock Knock. He's also revealed that blah, blah, blah. Let's get her, okay, blah, blah, blah. All right, one of her new flatmates is Harry, who chats about his granddad gray packing with his boyfriend at the Great Wall of China. Blah, blah, blah. Our writer reveals that Harry's other granddad is Unit Surgeon Harry Sullivan. And unfortunately, we just found out this week that line has been cut. Sorry, Classic Whovians, you're just going to have to suck it. I'm not kidding. That's the way it seems to be lately. It's like, sorry, you couldn't leave this one freaking line in. It's like, ugh. We cut it for time. Yeah, how long would it have been? Like 10 freaking seconds? Oy vey. All right. look at Eve's butt. It'll make you feel better. It does me. No, all right. That's Eve Miles. I met her like a year or two. Oh goodness! Like I said, if you ever get a chance to, hilarious lady. Okay, so I'm still working on Death Moon 11. I'm already writing it. Death Moon 10 lines have been handed in, and that'll soon be getting edited together and put together, and will be out hopefully soon. Like I said, I'm sorry they can't come out any faster. It's just, it depends on, how people's individual schedules, and also how fast I can, see, I have an outline. I know where the story is going, but the story is kind of evolving on its own chapter per chapter. Matter of fact, I can pretty much foresee how it's going to end right now. It may even be a little bit of a tearjerker, but also there's going to be a lot of dark stuff coming. I'm warning you. It's really going to go down a dark alley when you really learn the real secret of Tanama. But okay, for you folks who don't give a shit, it's time to get the old man off the screen. So good night, take care, have a good one. Later.